I should have thought this through first. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Cooking Jook, the show where we pair good food with good music. I'm Yeyo. Appreciate you stopping by the house, by the crib. You see what it is. You see what it is. You see what it is. Pork spare ribs. And this is wow, that was a good, that's my workout for the day. So pork spare rib, my favorite rib. Now you got like baby back ribs and all that, and that's cool. But think about it though. This rib is so generous that if you lose one, you got a spare. You got a spare. I mean, it's a spare. It's an extra rib. It's like that's how Eve happened, I think. Don't quote me on that. But seriously though, pork spare ribs. These are the big boys, and love them to death. We're gonna cook these. Got a little spice blend I put together. Nothing crazy. About a tablespoon of each, maybe a little bit, tablespoon, a quarter of salt, and a tablespoon, a quarter of pepper. But I got salt, pepper, paprika, garlic powder, onion powder, a little bit of cayenne, and a little bit of sugar. So just about, if you want to just make one tablespoon or 1 teaspoon or whatever, and just go equal parts of everything you can. We're going to cook these in the oven at 400 for about an hour and a half. Then we're going to look at them. We're going to brush a tiny little bit of barbecue sauce on the top. Just a tiny bit. Honestly, probably won't need it, but I'm in the mood for a little bit of barbecue sauce. Get that nice little crust. Depending on how done they are and how soft they are, I'm either going to bake it with the barbecue sauce on it to give it that nice color and soften the meat a little bit more. We're going to flip them over, do the same thing, or we'll broil them. If they're just like they're about to fall off the bone, then I'll just broil them, get that nice cover with the barbecue sauce, and yeah, then we're gonna eat. And I don't know, I may have like some peppers or something like that I just need to finish. I may throw those in the oven and just have that as like a little side. So we got a little spice blends, and want to save some for the other side, even though this is where the majority of the spice blend is gonna go, because this is where the meat is at. And oh, and you know what? We add a little bit of olive oil on here. Give it a little bit of love. Now, one thing that I think is cool about this dish is if you have somebody that you want to cook with. You see where I'm going. This has a very, what was that movie with the pots, where they had the hands and they were making the pots. Oh, what was that? Yo, I gotta look that up. Hand pot movie. I don't know what that. What was that? Come on. Clay, what was that movie? Clay. Oh, you know what a movie. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? You can get with that person. Y'all massaging the meat. Also, man, you can get your kid, man. Get your son, get your daughter. You sprinkle it on and just have them do what they do. This is a fun thing. You know, you make sure that you're massaging the meat up in there. I'm gonna find that movie. You know, what was that? Oh, what was that? What's that dude's name with the hair dancer? You know the movie. Put it in the comments. It's killing me. All right, so we're gonna keep going. Massage, get up in there, right there. And you can make your own little seasoning salt, and you can play around with the cooking times. We're doing 400, an hour and a half. You can do 350 for 2 hours, 3 hours. Play around with it. Play around, see what works for you. These are big boy ribs. And today's record is a record that I've been vibing on for a minute. I'm not sure if the group is still a group anymore, but it's a dope record. And I can't wait to share it with you, because this is what we do at Cooking Jook. Now, some people, when they make ribs, they like to take off this layer. It's called the membrane. They'll get a knife and they'll peel it off. The membrane does not bother me at all. Plus, it's just more work. I like the membrane. So I'll leave it on there. Yes, sir. You know, this isn't too salty, so, you know, don't worry about, you know, I'm going too hard or not. We're gonna be all right. Plus, some of this is gonna fall off during the cooking, so it's all right to be generous with it. And I purposely didn't put a whole lot of salt. But this, I mean, this is honestly, it's a whole lot of meat. Look at that. We're not playing over here. I don't have time for the little kiddie games. See, I got the extra strength barbecue foil. And I hope that this 6-foot piece that I've pulled out is big enough. Let me just slide over a little bit. Okay. All right. Let me slide a little more. Please do not get pork juice on the coffee maker. I really should have moved that. All right. All right, let me take this off. All right. All right. It's looking good. All right. I got the big boy foil. Enough to feed a village. Now you want to get as tight a seal as you can. Some people, you know, I know in the past I've put like, you know, like a half a cup of water in there to help seal it. Steam. I'm not gonna do that today because this is also gonna release a lot of liquids on its own. I'm a little worried about the shallowness of this pan, but oh well. Scared money don't make none. By the way, my bad. How was your day? My day was fantastic. I went to church today. I heard a good word. Which typically happens, but today was like, oh, that had extra. You put some hot sauce on that one. Okay. Put a little cheese on that thing right there. I appreciate that. I needed some cheese on mine. And went shopping. Didn't really I was looking around for stuff. I've been looking for some new cookware. So I just window shopping, and you know I didn't see anything that I really wanted, so I didn't buy anything. But there's some new pans that I'm looking at buying. I'm really excited about some stainless steel pans that I'm looking at, and some carbon steel pans that I'm looking at. You know, I'm gonna give it a little bit. Give just in case the ribs like the shape changes a little bit, because sometimes like it might rise a little bit and I don't want the foil to break. I'm give it just a little bit of give. But yeah, I'm looking at upgrading my stuff. I have some cool pieces that I cook with, and just as I learn more and I grow, I you know, just want to add more toys. You know, it's like when you're a photographer. You know, you're buying another lens. You know, I want to add a pan to my collection, and I am a photographer as well, so I can speak from experience. I have way too much equipment that I don't use that I need to get rid of. So, but with this cooking, this is for life. So yeah, anyway, so we're gonna throw this in the oven, like I said, hour and a half. 8:42 plus an hour and a half is yes, we're gonna be eating late. That's what, like 10:15 or something like that. It is what it is. We night owls around here. Pork spare ribs. I'm gonna see what I have in the refrigerator. I think I have like some shredded cabbage. Maybe we'll make a little coleslaw and we'll roast some peppers or something. Throw a slice of bread on. I don't know. We'll see. I got some beans too. So yeah, be right back. Forgive my super loud. I need to get a. You hear that? You hear that? Sounds like somebody's about to die. Like, that's creepy. All right, just in case we got any pork juices on the counter. 50% vinegar, 50% water. Keeps them on deck. Keeps them on deck. Oh, you don't have to stick around for this. I'll be back. Cooking Jook. All right, everybody, welcome back to Cooking Jook, the show where we pair good food and good music. We've had the ribs cooking in this 400-degree oven for about 90 minutes. We're going to take them out and see what they look like. Now, just keep in mind, this is not a finished product, so it may not look all that great. If you've ever been on like a set of a music video or a TV show or a movie, and you see like an actress getting her hair done, and she has her hair all clumped up on one side or clamped up, and there's foil and all types of stuff, and she looks all crazy. But then when you see her on screen, she looks beautiful. We're looking at the clamped up, you know, all that foil in the hair. That's what we're looking at right now. So it's not going to look beautiful. It's not ready. Just know that. Know that. This is not a finished product. So I'm going to pull this out. Oh, just an FYI, I threw some peppers in the oven. I got some jalapenos, some sweet peppers. I'm going to use them as a side. And, yeah. So. All right. Ooh-wee. So one thing I do want to do is I want to get some barbecue sauce, because that's what we're going to brush on. And just a heads up for anybody who hasn't had Texas barbecue, well, first off, good barbecue, and I know this is not barbecue because we're cooking it in the oven, all right? I live in an apartment, okay? I don't have a grill, I don't have a smoker, I got an oven, okay? Good barbecue doesn't need sauce. But I will say this. A lot of barbecue sauce, if you go to a lot of spots in Texas, a lot of barbecue sauce in Texas, it's just ketchup with pepper in it. Straight up. Ooh. Alright. Oh, and just an FYI right here, I put some beans, just some pinto beans, in a little pot. Now, the heat, I actually didn't turn this burner on because the heat from the oven escapes underneath right there, so that gets really, really hot. So that's a little hack right there. You can heat up some stuff without having to turn your stove on. Come on now, come on now. Woo, woo. All right, come on now. Big boy ribs. Oh, you see the smoke coming out, the steam. It's gonna come out right there. Ooh, that smells good. I'm probably gonna have to cut this top part off. Ooh. Oh yeah, okay. All right, okay, homie. All right, I see where it is. So we're gonna check just how far along these ribs are. If they're falling off the bone, which I don't think they are, but we'll see. Okay, now. I just want to see how. Ooh, that's nice. Ooh, that's. Ooh. We could go broil. We could go broil. I'm gonna cut this piece off. Grab some scissors, or should we just? Yeah, okay. Because for the most part, the ribs, as far as like the cooking of the meat is cooked. Like, we don't have to worry about that. Big old piece of foil. That's that extra heavy duty barbecue foil. The meat is very soft. Very soft. So I'm wondering, like, do we go like broil? I think I might go broil. I don't know, like, it's very, very soft. Oh, wow. I'm thinking we might go broil, and let's be honest. We went 400 degrees, so we've been going hard. You see the bones are poking out right here. The bones are poking out a little bit right here. You see this. They're not necessarily pull out soft. But I think if we were gonna eat right now, I think they'd be good to go. There's a lot of juice. There's a part of me that wants to, like, I'm torn. Do we want to go? Make a decision. Come on. Leadership. Let me see right here. Wow. Oh, it tastes good. Oh, that's soft. Let's go broil. Low key, if I didn't want to do barbecue sauce, I would get some of this juice right here, spoon it over and broil, and that's it. And that would be the ribs. It's that good. I'm gonna go a little bit of barbecue sauce though. We're gonna go broil. Let me turn that on. Super light coating, super duper light coating, because I don't want the barbecue sauce to just like overpower everything else. I like barbecue sauce, but there's some people who like really like love barbecue sauce. I don't want this to dominate the ribs. I really don't. All right. And this is like the bottom side. The other side is where the majority of the meat is. This is a nice little bit. I think we're good right here. I got some beans. I got some peppers that are in the oven. I'm gonna check up on those because right now they're broiling right now because I just turned the oven over to broil. But I'm gonna pull those out for a second because those will cook really quickly. I got these right here. These are some side dishes right here, just because I just happen to have them. Do this last little brush right here. Stick these back in the oven. And for the cheese, my degrees is hotter than your oven. I'm a New Yorker, but I sound Southern. I'm not a New Yorker. That's a 50-cent line. It's cooking Jook. Food, music. I'm gonna put this at the bottom. And then I have some bread. I'm gonna cut up some onion right there. I got some pickles. And yeah. So we're gonna leave those ribs under the broiler for a few minutes. Cut up some onions in the process. And we're gonna serve them up, man. We're gonna have a good time. And then I'm gonna show you what the song is for today. A lot of places in Texas, they pride themselves not just on like the food, the main dish, but they're really about the sides, which I think is interesting. Like I've been to places and people will tell me like, yo, like you gotta check out the sides. I'm like, really? Like the sides? Like, yes, the sides. And I've been to a couple of places where sides are really good. But I'll be honest, I'm here for the come on now. Stay in bounds. I'm here for the star, in my opinion. The star is like, the ribs, the chicken, the brisket. Okay, that's already burning. I can smell that. I can smell that already burning. Okay. All right, that's cool. I think it's mostly some of the barbecue sauce that got caught on the foil. That's probably what's burning most. So I'm gonna grab a baking pan to present this in. I had one. Where did I put it? Where did I put it? Actually, you know what? I'm gonna use the pan that the peppers are in, and I have some pickles because I bought a small country's worth of sliced pickles. So I'm gonna use this on the side. I have some beans that I put on the stove. And that's how I'm gonna play my dish. But the ribs are coming, and I'm excited. Let's go. Ooh. Ooh, I'm bringing this thing out the broiler. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. I forgot this particular pan is kind of getting beat up. Now the ribs look good though. They got some charring on them. Oh yeah. But it's getting warped because it's not meant for broiling. It's all good though. The ribs got a little coloring on them. They look good. That looks good. Trust me. Trust me. But I forgot this pan is a little bit sensitive. And I did not take that into consideration when I turned the broiler on. But you know what? We're here now. So, what you gonna do? Ooh, nice and soft. Let me, about to flip these over. Oh my goodness. Ooh, shoot. Okay. All right. I see you coming apart. Oh. Okay. All right. Ah. Yes, sir. That was a big boy flip. All right. Get closer. Get over here. A little bit of barbecue sauce, not a whole lot. You see, we don't have a whole lot. We don't need a whole lot. If you want to add a little bit more, go for it. These ribs have tons of flavor already. This is just going to give them a little bit of coloring, a little bit of sweetness. If you want to add a little bit more, go for it. I'm dolo. You know what I mean when I say dolo? I'm solo. I'm by myself. I'm making these for myself. And then we're going to get into today's musical selection. I'm going to give you a hint. It's some Southern hip-hop. No, it ain't Outkast. No, it ain't T.I. No, it ain't Trick Daddy. I got love for all them boys. Not I met all them boys. No, I haven't met Andre 3000. But right now, a really, really thin coat. Really, really thin coat. Beautiful. Ooh. Oh, that's good. I got some peppers. I told you, I got some peppers. It's like a little side dish. These are almost done. Put them back. I'm putting them at the bottom. Put the ribs on top. And we're about to eat. I got some bread over here. I got some onions that I chopped up. And then I got a bunch of pickles. Oh, I got some beans. I forgot to tell y'all. I got some beans right here. These are pinto beans. I just recently turned on the stove, but the truth is, you see all this heat? Most of that came from the oven because the heat from the oven comes out underneath this burner. You know, all the heat has to escape somewhere. So you see that? That's like a little hack. Like you can really heat up a lot of food if you just put it in this back right burner on a lot of ovens. You don't have to turn it on, but I did turn it on recently just because I wanted to get it just like ridiculously hot because I like to eat just burning hot food. But you don't have to do that. But yeah, but this is a little side dish right here, just some beans that I seasoned, you know, with just some charro bean seasoning. So yeah, we can turn that off. Just Ooh. Oh, that's good. Put that back a little bit. First off, thank you again for stopping by. I'm gonna talk about today's record in a second. You see all the smoke? I don't know if you can see all the smoke coming out. It's coming out from underneath the back right burner. That's all the sugar caramelizing from the ribs. And I hope that the smoke alarm doesn't go off. I don't want to turn on the fan right here because I feel like it's going to make too much noise. Let me bring this over here. I want to get away from some of the smoke. But This is a very stick to your ribs kind of meal. And this week has been a very, how can I say, very spiritual week. A lot of people who I'm very close to have just been, excuse me, have been going through a lot. Some good, some not so good, but just also like just major changes in life. Oh, look at that. Look at that. You want to leave those to the side. Those are some side dishes. Just want you to see the ribs real quick. Look at that. I'm gonna put it back in there for a few minutes. I don't know if you noticed that little twist. That's called warping. The pan is warped. But it's been a heavy week. But a lot of good things have happened. And this meal is a meal that I feel has a lot of love in it. I think most, if not all, meals have love in it. But just like ribs, like you don't eat ribs every day. Ribs is like special occasion, or you want people to remember you. And this week has been one of those weeks for just a lot of people who I love dearly and care about. It's been a week to remember, so I just had this on my heart, even though regardless, at some point I was going to make ribs anyway, because I love ribs. So yeah, and today's record is from a group. I'm not going to say right now, but it's from a group who, I'll be honest, I'm not 100% sure if they're still doing their thing or not. And the record that I'm going to suggest it's I think like 10 or 12 years old. It's a Southern hip hop record from some MCs, and it's got some dope production, dope lyrics, and it's got some substance, some stick to your ribs kind of stuff. And that's kind of what I'm going for with this meal. Like, ribs are very stick to your ribs, no pun intended. And it's a record that is a very mature record, and it's a very mature record. And for that reason, I want to present it to you all, because I don't think these brothers got the shine that they should have. For whatever reason, who knows? It could be that there's just wrong place, wrong time, or there's just a lot of competition, or maybe the world doesn't want to hear stick to your ribs kind of music, So it is what it is. But I'm gonna wait a couple more minutes. These ribs are about to come out. I'm about to show them to you, about to plate them up. I got a couple of sides, and yeah, we gonna eat. It's cooking Jook. Yeah. Welcome to Cooking Jook. We're back. We're about to take these ribs out the oven, and when I tell you, I peeked in, and they look nice. The ribs look nice. The ribs, whew. Ooh-wee. Oh, watch out. Oh, watch out now. Look at this. Look at that. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Hold on, I gotta grab the camera real quick. Look at this. Look at this. You see that? Yeah. We're gonna let those sit for a minute. Let them get right. Let them get to know each other. Introduce yourselves. Tell them where you're from. Yeah, we'll be back. Alright, everybody, welcome back to Cooking Jook. So the ribs are done, and they look good, and they're soft. I have a tiny little bit of barbecue sauce on them. You know what I'm gonna do? I'll put a little barbecue sauce on the side, maybe on the side. But right now, I have these peppers. These are jalapenos, the green ones, and then we have some sweet red and yellow peppers. I just happen to have those laying around. I threw those in the oven for a little bit, and yeah, so they're side dishes right now. So what I'm gonna do is I cut up a couple of ribs, and ooh, I'm gonna plate those up. These are 2 big ribs. Ooh. Look at that. These are the spare ribs. So this is, ooh, I gotta be careful because this might fall apart. Look at that right there. Look at that right there. We'll put these over here. Ooh, okay. Put these over here on the side. These are really big ribs. So 2 ribs, I think, for most folks, it's gonna be a good amount. And I have some onions that I cut up. You know, can't have the barbecue spot without onions. I'm gonna move these over here. And then we got some pickles because I bought 10,000 pickles. So you gotta do something with that. Oh, and I got some beans. I got some pinto beans, and we're gonna put that over here on the side. It's gonna take up a lot of space. I might mess around with the presentation, but it's okay. Let's go with the fork. I'm gonna go right here. And I got some bread. So I want you to check out this presentation. I'm not this famous barbecue spot. I'm just a dude with an apartment in the oven. But check this out though. We got the ribs. We got the bread. We got some peppers. Some pickles, some onions. A couple of ribs. We got the beans. Yo, what more you want? What more you want? ¿Qué más tú quieres, chico? ¿Qué más tú quieres? Try these beans real quick. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. I'm a person of faith. So as a person of faith, I can just say grace. And I want to do that every time I'm on camera. I do it every time I'm off camera, so I forget. Forgive me. But I want to try these ribs real quick. Oh my goodness. Yo. Okay, so the rib already fell off. Let's just see how. Look at that. Super soft. Look at that. Super soft. I'm not even pulling hard. Spare ribs, 90 minutes, 400. I'm gonna make a rib sandwich one day to get your mind off the McRib. So I haven't done anything with the bread yet. Let me heat up the bread. Let's go with this hot sauce right here. I hope some of you have been following me along and you've enjoyed this with me. It's a big old piece. Ooh. Ooh. Fantastic. Spare ribs, 400 degrees, 90 minutes. Simple. Simple. Mm-hmm. Obviously, this meal is very stick to your ribs, very hearty, celebratory. And today's record is from a group who, I'll be honest, I'm not sure if they're still around. I believe they are or were from Dallas, Texas. And the name of the group is called them Southernfolkz. And they were a group of MCs, some gentlemen from, I want to say Dallas, who, I don't think they cussed in their rhymes. If they did, I never heard it. But they have some very grown up bars that had a lot of knowledge in them. When I listen to the music, it reminds me of conversations that I've had with young folks that I was mentoring. It's that kind of rap. So this song, I'm gonna be honest with you, it's gonna ruffle some feathers. Some people are gonna be offended by the lyrics in this record because it talks about just grown man stuff. It's like, if you're going to live your life this way, then understand this, yada yada. People who do this are going to be looked at a certain kind of way. So you might feel a certain kind of way. It just is what it is. But I feel like music like this is needed because they're delivering lessons through their music, and sometimes it's hard to hear that. Some people don't want to hear the truth. Truth hurts. They're giving you the truth on this record. Some people don't want to hear, hey, you're messing up. Hey, when you do this, people are going to look at you like this. This is what it is. But I love this record. I've been listening to this record for probably about a decade. And again, I'm not sure if this group is still around, but even if they're not, we're still going to appreciate their art. Dope rhymes, dope beats, dope message, and something that I feel like we need more of. You know what I'm saying? So this group is called them Southernfolkz, and Southernfolkz is one word, Southernfolkz with a Z at the end. Southernfolkz, them Southernfolkz, and the record is called Feels Like, and the production on this record is dope. There's like, I don't know if it's like a vocal sample, but there's like an angelic voice in the background. You'll hear it. I don't know what the vocal is saying, but it sounds dope. Check it out. Stick to your ribs music. Enjoy these ribs to that music. pass it around. Grown man music, grown woman music, just grown folk music, straight out of Dallas, I believe, Dallas, Texas, and it's good stuff, man. It's good hip hop, good Southern music, Southern hip hop, and just a record that I will forever keep in my playlist, my bag of tricks. It's just good stuff, and yeah, man, pass it on to somebody who you think might like it. And that's it. Like, comment, subscribe, share, all that stuff. Cooking Jook, we got some beans and ribs. Look at that. Super duper soft. Beautiful. Cooking Jook. Them Southern folks. Look for that thumbnail right there. Look for that thumbnail right there.